Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
So our 24-hour temperature cast starts most of our areas pretty warm in the 60s and should get us into the 70s, maybe into the middle and upper 70s before we start to bring in the rain chances and the much cooler air that'll settle in for the entire upcoming weekend and into the early part of next week when things do start to change again. On the satellite radar composite, there's not much going on yet. A couple of sprinkles maybe in a few spots this morning. Better chances for some showers will come this afternoon, but the best chances, we're talking 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock tonight when that main line gets here, and that's the one that could trigger some bigger thunderstorms too. So we got things we're keeping our eyes on throughout the day. It's 59 right now in Valdosta, 61 in Thomasville, it's 64 in Tallahassee. A good breeze from the south, and that's doing a pretty good job of stirring things up. So even with the increase in humidity, we're not talking widespread dense fog. We've got a couple of areas where there's at least some patchy fog, but not everywhere. 45 in Cross City is the cool spot. It's 54 in Live Oak. It's 64 in Tallahassee. So more south, more east. We have clearer skies and we have some cooler temperatures. Most of our region, especially when you get to the middle and to the west, that's where we've got numbers up in the 60s. And that south breeze will continue to bring in more of the warm, more of the humid, more of the unstable, which is part of the reason why our shower chances go so high. Visibility in Quincy and Thomasville a bit reduced. We're not talking widespread everywhere that gets fog, but there is some out there. The nastiest weather is going to be up near where the energy is. The energy is up into parts of the Ohio Valley, so that's where the worst of the weather will be. But the southern extension of this can still trigger some bigger storms, I think, especially for parts of maybe central Alabama, central Georgia. And then the farther south you go, that threat gets smaller and smaller, but it's not zero, so we certainly will be keeping our eyes on that. On the Futurecast, there can be and there should be a few scattered showers during the afternoon, but we're talking 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock. That's when we have our best shots for that more widespread line of showers to move through the area. And with a little bit of luck, by 2, 3 o'clock this morning, it's gone east of I-75. That's what will allow the winds to turn around from the northwest and usher in that much cooler and drier air. That's what's going to be here for tomorrow and the weekend. Now, the SPC outlook puts that enhanced risk north of Montgomery, up near Atlanta and up near Birmingham, so north of here. But that slight risk does get into our parts of southwestern Georgia. So yeah, we'll be keeping our eyes on that throughout the day. Please keep checking in with us. We will have updates. Small crafts, use some caution. I think that advisory will be issued by later on today. Winds out of the south and southwest 10 to 20 and seas maybe as high as 4 or 5 feet. It's 50s and 60s this morning in most areas. Rain chances pretty small, but go up to at least 60% this afternoon as the temperatures climb and the instability climbs. But the best chances to get wet after 7 o'clock tonight. Low 50s for temperatures overnight. Those showers, those storms could be a bit strong. And then once we get past 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, showers are done. The winds turn back to the northwest and we bring in the cold. Tomorrow, cold and windy. Highs in the 50s, feeling like the 40s. That's going to feel like January. And both Saturday and Sunday morning, we could see temperatures down near freezing. Saturday morning, it's still going to be windy.